Hi, first graders. Today we're going to be working on our topic 15, reteaching. You should have already completed your work, and you should use this video to check your answers. If you take a look at set A, it's reminding us that we can divide a whole into shares. If you look at the top green circle, it has been cut into 4 equal shares. Remember, equal means they are the same size, and shares is another word for parts or pieces. If you look at the bottom circle, it has 0 equal shares. We can count 1, 2, 3 shares. However, they are not the same size, so they are not equal. In number 1 and number 2, you should have written the number of equal shares. If the shares are not equal, it told us to write 0. Number 1, I can see that my pieces are the same size, so I know they are equal, and I can count 1, 2. So you should have written 2 equal shares. In number 2, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces or shares. However, I notice that they are not the same size. Some are big, some are small. So I'm going to write 0 for my answer because they are not equal. Set B. You can divide shapes into equal shares. You can describe the shares using the words half or fourth. If you look at the circle that they modeled for us, it has been cut into 4 pieces. One piece has been colored blue, so they use the word fourth. 1/4 is blue. Remember, when we cut into 2 pieces, we use the words half. When we cut into 4 pieces, we use the words fourth. Number 3 says divide and color the shapes for each problem. 1/2 green. First, I need to think about my word half. I know that when I'm looking for half of a shape, I'm going to split it into 2 equal pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my line down the center of my circle. 1/2 should be green. So you should have colored one of your 2 pieces green. Number 4, 1/4 orange. For this one, we're going to cut into 4 pieces. So I'm going to divide my shape, my square, down the center and across the middle for 4 pieces. And you should color one of those pieces orange. How are you doing so far? Set C. You can compare shares of the same shape that are different sizes. If you look at the red and yellow circle, these circles are the same size, but they are divided differently. The red circle has been cut in half. The yellow circle has been cut into fourths. So the red circle has larger equal shares. The yellow circle has more equal shares. 4 shares is more than 2 shares. Let's take a look at our squares. It says divide the shape and circle the words that complete the sentences. So under the blue square, I see the word quarters. Remember, quarters is another word for fourths. So I'm going to cut this shape into 4 pieces. Under the green square, it says halves. So I'm going to cut my shape into 2 pieces. Halves means 2. Number 5. The blue square has blank equal shares than the green square. Smaller or larger? Well, if I look at one piece of my blue square or one piece of my green square, I see that the blue pieces are smaller. The blue square has smaller equal shares than the green square. Number 6. The green square has more or fewer equal shares than the blue square. If I count my shares on the blue square, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I count my shares on the green square, I have 1, 2. 2 is fewer than 4. So the green square has fewer equal shares than the blue square. Set D. Now we're going to model with math. Think to yourself, how can I use math words I know to help solve the problem? Can I use a drawing, a diagram, a table, a graph, or objects to show the problem? How will you model? Number 7, they're asking us to draw a picture to solve the problem. Maya's scarf is divided into 4 equal shares. 1 share is green, 2 shares are yellow, the rest is blue. What share of the scarf is blue? Remember, the easiest way to work on these is to do one step at a time. So first, I'm going to draw Maya's scarf. A long rectangle. Now her scarf is divided into 4 equal shares. So I'm going to cut my scarf into 4 pieces that are the same size. Next, it says 1 share is green. So I'll shade 1 piece green. 2 shares are yellow. So I'm going to shade 2 pieces with yellow. The rest is blue. So I have only 1 piece left. I'm going to shade it blue. Now, my question is asking what share of the scarf is blue? So I'm going to count my blue pieces. I have only 1 blue share. So that's my first number, because the first number wants to tell me how many are blue out of blank equal shares. The second number, I want to count how many shares in all. And her scarf had 1, 2, 3, 4 shares. So 1 out of 4 equal shares is blue. How did you do? Are you feeling comfortable working with halves and fourths? Are you using your pictures to model your thinking? I hope this helped you to check your answers, and it's a great way to help you study for tomorrow's online assessment. Thank you for listening. Good luck tomorrow.